Moldova is also famous for its culinary delights. Indeed, I think it was known as the Garden of the Soviet Union. This is because of a very fertile soil, which makes for a lot of very tasty agricultural products, not like what you're used to in the Western world where things seem kind of artificial, but here the fruits and vegetables are extremely tasty, and there's a number of different dishes that they make. A few things that I could mention are somali, which are cabbage rolls, a lot nicer than they sound. Marmaliga, which is polenta in English, which is basically ground up sweet corn and then boiled and made into a porridge. On its own, not so tasty, but there are some quite delicious combinations, such as with fish and muchigai. Muchday, actually. Muchigai, that means fungus, which obviously wouldn't be so nice unless, of course, it's tasty mushrooms. But mujdeh, which is a sauce, a garlic sauce, not good for the breath, but good for the blood circulation and protection against vampires. Not that vampires exist, of course. And there are a number of other things, such as clatita or pancakes, which are very tasty. You get some different versions, often sweet cheese and raisin being one of my favourites, although quite recently I tucked into a pancake and unsuspectingly I discovered that there was potato inside, which was slightly unfortunate because I'd smothered the pancake in jam, but nevertheless it was surprisingly tasty once you got used to the potato jam combination. Again, there's lots of things like that, jams and other ways of preserving fruit and vegetables, lots of different meat and potato dishes, and one other thing I can mention is the cheese. There's two branches, if you like, brânză, which is white, fairly fresh cheese, and there's cașcaval, which is slightly more creamy yellow in colour, slightly firmer usually, slightly more mature cheese, which is also tasty and comes in some different varieties. And one final thing to mention is the drinks. My particular favourite is compot, which doesn't quite mean the same as in English. Instead of being the mashed up fruit after you've boiled them, compot in Romanian means the juice which is produced after you boil fruit. There's many different varieties, very tasty. Here before me I've got a glass. If it had compot it would be a nice bright colour, but because I haven't got anybody to help me make compot, I haven't actually got any at the moment, so this is just water. But anyway, cheers.